Hey first graders, this next read aloud goes out to Drew who requested I'm bored. Um, I definitely wanted to read this one before the summer because I remember when I was a kid, I would sometimes think, oh, I'm bored. And I remember my mom saying, figure out something to do, fill your imagination. And that's kind of a little bit what happens in this book. The girl starts out as bored, but keep watching to see what happens. Bored, boring, bored, bored, boring, boring, boring. I'm Bored by Michael Ian Black, illustrated by Debbie Ridpath Ohi. I'm bored. Bored. Blah. I'm so bored. Hey, a potato. A potato. What am I supposed to do with a potato? Ow. I'm bored. You want to do something? Sure. What do you like to do? I don't know. I like flamingos. Well, there are no flamingos around here. Well, that's disappointing. I'm bored. How can a potato be bored? 'Cause I have to hang out with a kid. Kids are boring. What are you talking about? Kids are fun. Prove it. We can turn cartwheels. Boring. And skip. Boring. Or spin around in circles until we get so dizzy we almost throw up. Boring. None of those things seem boring to me. Kids can play games and do ninja tricks and walk on our hands, see? Boring, boring, boring. You know what else? Kids can imagine stuff. What kind of stuff? Like this, see? Now I'm a famous ballerina. Boring. Now I'm a lion tamer with the most ferocious lion in the world. Boring. Oh yeah? Well now I'm a fairy princess with my own castle and dragons and unicorns and stuff. Snoring. I like that part. Kids can swing. Boring. Kids can jump. Boring. Kids can fly. Boring. Kids can do anything. Yay! Boring. 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 How can you possibly think kids are boring when we can do all this cool stuff and think all these amazing thoughts and be anything we want to be? I'd rather be a kid than a potato any day. Hey, a flamingo. Now we can finally have some fun. I'm bored. The end. So if you ever think that you're bored, you got to remember all the cool things that this little girl in this book remembered. Maybe you're going to want to spin around until you get dizzy. Maybe you're going to want to use your imagination to create things. So it's totally up to you to figure out what you can do when you get those feelings inside of what you're not quite sure of. Bye, first graders.